We are here,
Yes,
the Essence Music Festival. What brought you to the festival this year? Why this year?
They've asked me for a while to be a part of the festival, and my schedule never permitted it. And they asked me to be a part of it again this year. And once again, my schedule actually really doesn't permit me to do so, but I wanted to do it. And knowing that it was going to be in New Orleans and how special it would be.
What does the Essence Music Festival and everything else about it, everything else that goes with it, the seminars, the talk about family, relationships, what does it mean to you?
I think it means a great deal. A great deal to the community, especially being here in New Orleans with everything that's gone on, all the devastation that they've had. It brings the money into the city. People from all over the country are coming to the festival. And for it to happen here, I think that's important for New Orleans. And I think it gives people the opportunity to really see what New Orleans is really about.
People here cannot catch a break for years. There is Katrina, then there is the Gulf oil, not really a spill, a gusher out there in the Gulf of Mexico. Talk about your reaction to that when you realized what was happening and how you see people along the Gulf Coast processing it.
When I originally heard about it, I mean, I thought it was horrible. But then when I actually saw that it was over a month and it was still ongoing, that's what really tripped me out. That I could not believe that. But I tried to really focus on something positive, something good. You know, good things always come out of tragedy, and what good could come out of this. And it came from CNN, how there was a guy that created this boat, and he goes right into the water, and he takes the wildlife out of the water, and he cleans them right on his boat and releases them back into the wild.
What does that say about the people who live along the Gulf Coast, the people of New Orleans?
They're strong. They come together. They pull together in times of need. I mean, even seeing that with Katrina as well. So it's a special place, very special.
Tell us a story of how you got involved with AMFAR.
It was my love for the fact that they are so dedicated to ending the epidemic of HIV/AIDS through research that really attracted me to them.
Can you just tell us, in your own words as briefly as possible, just tell us what AMFAR does?
They've raised a great deal of money toward the development of different medicines, all kinds of things. And, you know, there are 33 million people in the world that are infected, and over 7,000 each day contract HIV/AIDS, and what is it, over 5,000 die a day? That's crazy. And the kids, ages 15 through 24, make up 40% of that.
Why should other people get involved? Why should someone who says HIV/AIDS doesn't affect me directly, why should they get involved?
That's crazy. Why not? It doesn't affect you. You never know. It may. Someone that you love, someone that you know. And even if you don't know them, just to know that you're able to help a human being, another person, save a life. It's a great organization, a wonderful organization, and they're wonderful people to work with, and I can't wait for the things that are to come in the future with them. I really enjoy working with them a great deal.
Touching on a whole lot of topics, as I said, Rochelle, you did a great job, and she seemed to really open up to you on a lot of topics, everything from the oil spill to her love relationships.
We were pleasantly surprised, Susan, because if you've seen her in interviews, you can see that she's a bit shy, she's kind of quiet, and she did talk a lot more than we expected, and she's one of the most humble people that I've met. I'll tell you a quick story. We asked her to tape a salute to troops for Morning Express with Robin Meade, so she tapes the message, and in the message, you know, she says, "Hi, Robin," but she didn't say, "I'm Janet Jackson." So she nails it. She tapes it, and then at the end, I said, "Janet, you didn't say who you were. They're not going to know who you are." She said, "Really? Do you need me to tape it again?" "Oh, no, Janet, we're kidding. Everybody knows who you are," but that's just how polite and kind and gracious. Really, she's like, you don't think she really meant it. She's that down to earth, Susan. She was that gracious of a person. So coming up, I want people to stick around. love about acting. She also gave us a reaction to the passing of Gary Coleman. Of course, people probably remember she worked with him on Different Strokes. So don't go anywhere. More to come on HLN.
After a 2-year hiatus, Janet Jackson is set to return to the stage. This is one performer, as you know. She is known for her elaborate productions and dance moves. So we are so glad she took time to sit down with our own Rochelle Carey. Rochelle is live now from New Orleans. Rochelle, you did a great job on this one. I have to think about her brother, Michael Jackson, of course, everyone knows. It's been about a year since he passed away. Did she talk at all about that? I know she touched on a lot of topics. Did she talk about her brother and losing him?
Susan, it wasn't something she was comfortable talking about right now. She just seemed genuinely excited to be here at the Essence Music Festival. That's really what she wanted to focus on. We did get her to talk about a few touchy-feely things, though. We got her to talk about love and a few other things. So let's go ahead and take a look at that right now.
The Essence Festival is the music, and that's a huge part of it. But the festival is more than music. There's seminars, and the seminars are about love, relationships, family. We're all trying to figure it out. Tell us what you've learned about relationships. Just give us some nuggets about what you've learned about relationships. I'm not asking you to teach a seminar.
No, because you won't get one. So that's okay. No, but I can't do without it. I love love, and I can't live without it. And that's what I've learned from my family, from my friends, from my special person in my life. I love love.
Sometimes love hurts, though.
Yeah, it can, but I still love it. I'm willing to go through those pains and aches. I haven't given up hope on love.
I like that. Let's talk about movie roles. What does acting give you that singing and dancing does not?
It's more of a challenge for me than singing and dancing is. And I love that about it.
Are there more movies in your future?
Oh, of course. I love it too much to not. I thought I was going to, what I wanted to do, I wanted to go to school and study business law, and I was going to make my way through school by acting. And I wanted acting to be my life and have my little thing to fall back on if it didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
Make your way through school by acting?
Mm-hmm. Jobs here and there.
Janet.
What? My father said no. He told me no.
That was not how it was going to go.
He says no. That's not going to happen. I was like, okay.
Because, you know, other people have to get odd jobs to go through school. You do understand that that's other people. That's not you. You really wanted to be regular, didn't you?
No, seriously, my friends and I, we all figured we were all going to Pepperdine University.
Yes.
They all went. I was the only one who didn't go. I'm not complaining.
Okay.
I'm very thankful, very grateful the way my life has turned out.
So no regrets?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Let's talk about kids and young people. The business can be glamorous. It can be hard as well. If you had children, would you want them to go into the business?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
It's too difficult. You miss your childhood. You miss out on that. It's hard. You have to really understand that going on an audition, if you don't get the part, that it's not, you know, about you're not good enough. Always. Sometimes there is someone that they like better, but maybe there are other issues there. It's just too difficult. A kid should have a life. They should enjoy their childhood. You only get one. Maybe when they turn 18, if that's what they want to go into, then that's on them. But,
We're talking about the toll that this can take on children. How did you find out about Gary Coleman's passing?
I saw it on the news, and I was really shocked. I haven't spoken to anyone. I haven't spoken to Todd or anyone, but I was really surprised.
Janet Jackson talking about a lot of issues, Rochelle. Tonight, the reason you're there, she has a huge performance. Do you know any inside scoop about what she has planned for tonight?
I know that the show is an hour and 40 minutes, and that's not a small thing. I say that because it's the Essence Music Festival. There's all kinds of acts, a number of acts that come on before Janet. Janet is technically supposed to hit the stage at 11:20 tonight, and she's not doing a mini set. She's doing an hour and 40 minutes, and if you know Janet, that is hard singing, that is hard dancing. Her people tell me that by the second song, her makeup is all gone because she's been sweating and dancing and singing so hard. So it's going to be a full-on hour and 40 minutes, and I know that she is very, very much looking forward to it. And one other thing, we've got a few other tidbits that we couldn't quite get on because I know you've got other news to get to. We're going to put it on my Facebook page. How about that?
Well, we are all mesmerized in the studio of her beauty and how she was able to open up to you. A great job, Rochelle. We're all jealous that you're able to attend the performance. Appreciate that. Well, our What Matters segment is a chance for us to take a look at some of the stories in the African-American community that affect us all. For more, you can check out the latest issue of Essence Magazine or log on to CNN.com/whatmatters. Our thanks to Rochelle.